Young and the Restless Spoilers. Will Summer sabotage Kyle and Claire's evening together? In The Young and the Restless Spoiler, March 10, 2025, jealousy fuels Summer's latest scheme as she interferes with Kyle's plans, leading to unexpected twists at the GCAC bar. In The Young and the Restless episode airing Monday, March 10, tensions rise as Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, takes matters into her own hands to keep Kyle Abbott, Mealor away from Claire Newman, Hayley Erin. Her meddling sets off a chain reaction, leaving Claire in an unexpected encounter with Holden Novak, Owens. After overhearing Kyle's phone call with Claire, Summer becomes determined to throw a wrench in their evening together. Her jealousy over Kyle's growing connection with Claire pushes her to manipulate circumstances, ensuring that he won't be able to meet Claire as planned. One possible tactic involves preventing Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, from babysitting Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, forcing Kyle to stay home. Alternatively, Summer might fabricate an urgent work situation that demands Kyle's attention. Either way, Claire finds herself alone at the GCAC bar, where she orders a martini. While Claire mutters about the drink's strength, she unknowingly catches the attention of Holden, who is supposed to fly back to Los Angeles but faces a delay. Taking advantage of the extra time, Holden strikes up a flirtatious conversation, impressed by Claire's Bond reference. Meanwhile, if Kyle manages to resolve Summer's interference and joins Claire later, he may find himself irritated by Holden's charm. Summer, ever the opportunist, might even encourage Holden's interest to keep Claire occupied, and Kyle within reach. Elsewhere, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford continue facing cryptic riddles at the abandoned psychiatric facility. Tensions escalate as Phyllis suddenly falls ill, prompting Sharon to question whether the kidnapper has drugged her, or if Phyllis is faking in a desperate attempt to manipulate the captor into providing medical help. With Summer determined to reclaim Kyle and Sharon and Phyllis struggling to escape their nightmarish predicament, drama is at an all-time high. Stay tuned to The Young and the Restless for more shocking twists and power plays in Genoa City. I hope the old version of The Young and the Restless, Diane, appears for one reason only. When you buy through links on our articles, Future and its syndication partners may earn a commission. As a longtime watcher of The Young and the Restless, I know there are at least two constants of the series. First, as long as Victor, Eric Braeden, and Jack, Peter Bergman are up and moving, their feud will never really be over. Sure, they may have a few moments of peace or times when they have to join forces, like when Jordan Colleen Zank kidnapped Harrison Redding Munsell, but the two won't ever be besties, and their next spat is never a matter of if but when. Speaking of Victor, his relationship with Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, has also become a constant of the soap. No matter how many times the two break up and carry on with other people, I know they'll eventually reunite as the super couple that they are. However, they better not call it quits again, because at this stage they should be locked in with each other for the long haul. Having said all of that, I'm really hoping another constant isn't developing on the show, and that's the romance of Summer, Allison Lanier, and Kyle, Mealor. The two have a habit of breaking up only to make up, and it's exhausting. They are no Victor and Nikki. One moment they're hot and heavy, lovey-dovey, and the next they're at each other's throats. It's a rinse and repeat formula with these two. It's no wonder, considering Summer has grown into a Phyllis Jr. and Kyle is in many ways like Jack, but also Diane, Susan Walters. Phyllis and Jack would go back and forth in their romances, usually due to her giving into her worst impulses, while Phyllis and Diane hate each other. My issue with Summer's renewed quest to reconnect with Kyle this go-around really stems from my affinity for Claire, Hayley Erin, and the whole #KyleAir relationship. Claire and Kyle have fallen for each other, with Claire honestly being the best thing to happen to Kyle since Harrison came along. It was Claire who helped him make peace with Summer during their most recent tumultuous divorce, and it was Claire who really helped Kyle reconnect with his parents. On the other hand, I'll credit Kyle for serving as Claire's friend at a time when she didn't have any. The two just make a great couple, and I'd hate for Hurricane Summer to wreak havoc and destroy the bond. This is why I'm hoping Diane runs interference. In her heyday, Diane wouldn't have blinked twice to manipulate a situation to protect something or someone she loved. I need that version of the character to return to pull a rabbit out of a hat and stop Summer from proving successful and reuniting with Kyle. Diane clearly likes Claire even with Victor's objections, and the person Kyle is with her, while Diane can't stand having Phyllis as an in-law. Plus, Diane and Summer can largely play nice, but they aren't exactly close either. Now if you're wondering what I think Diane can do, I have a few ideas. She could offer more babysitting services so Summer can't use Harrison as an excuse to ruin Kyle's future dates with Claire. Diane could also plant more seeds with Kyle about why he and Summer are just not a good idea romantically, pointing to all their past breakups. Diane could also run interference and pop up in moments when Summer and Kyle are alone, or she might even send Claire to show up. It's hard for Summer to work her magic if she can't be alone with Kyle to do so. Look, I understand that Kyle and Summer may be meant to reunite. Given Summer's likely determination and Victor's strong disapproval of #Kyler, Kyle and Claire may be doomed. However, it's not a done deal yet if Diane becomes a factor in the equation.